plus dexterity. 8.
How's it going?
Hi.
Hi.
Going all right.
It's going all right. How you doing there, Lippy?
I'm finishing. What is the range of this? 20/60. Proficiency stats, class features, AC, racials are finished. I need to, add the inventory and add the proficiencies, and I'm pretty much it. I have the spells, I have everything.
Excellent.
You can begin. You have my blessings.
I will begin. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for your patience with the whole character shenanigans.
You know what, Luthien? I feel
I'll
so
go.
bad that you had to go through this. You are absolutely fine.
I have a small question that we haven't discussed. Are we doing
Yes.
true critical or are we doing regular critical?
What is the difference?
True critical, rather than rolling 2 sets of dice, you take maximum. Say you crit and you have a 1d6 weapon. It will be 1d6 plus modifier plus 6.
I see. So you just take the max and roll again.
So you roll your normal die, and then the critical hit will be the maximum die.
Okay. I mean, here's what I will. I love that style of playing, but
Because otherwise you crit and you're like Storak and you roll, and you have a 1d6 weapon and you attack and you roll 1d6, you roll a 1 plus 4 plus 1. And it's like, congrats, you critted, but you feel like dick.
Absolutely. So what I'm gonna do, thank you for asking. I would like us to do the true critical. So you guys, if you do roll a natural 20 on a damage die, take that maximum damage, then just roll again and add your modifier. But that also means
I can easily set that up on roll 20. So nobody has to. Yes, that is going to be fair for the enemies to do so too, I assume.
Exactly. So
it's a two-way street.
It is a two-way street.
I'm so ready to make a new character shit because you crit.
Yep, that could happen.
All right. So, where were we? Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate that you all are down to play some D&D. I love D&D. I want to make this storytelling opportunity for everybody the best it can be, which means that, hey, it's going to be give and take. If you think something's not right, feel free to ask about it. I want to make this fun for you guys, and if you guys are having fun, I'm having fun. So, without further ado, we are going to delve into this story of intrigue, of mystery, of betrayal, of murder. We are going to enter the city of Waterdeep, along within Faerun, one of the largest cities along the Sword Coast. Many, lots of trade goes through the city. Truly, what it comes down to it is money is power. You can be the most powerful wizard or archdruid as you want, but if you don't have capital, you don't have say. But that's where you all find yourself. And as most young or inexperienced people find, is you most often start at the bottom of the rung. And where our story truly begins is even lower than that. Each of you, through different tales, through different sources, have found yourself at the Yawning Portal. This Yawning Portal tavern, well-known place of gathering, stories galore, adventurers alike come here, but truly what makes the Yawning Portal stand apart is the well. The well in the center of this tavern that reaches down deep into the earth. Deep to the old city, what is known as the Undermountain. For anybody who has spent much time in Waterdeep knows that Waterdeep was built upon older cities, a dwarven city, and on top of that, the dwarven city in ages past was built upon an old elven city. But time immeasurable has passed since that. Mountainous terrain, major catastrophes have buried those old cities, and now Waterdeep exists. But this well within the Yawning Portal that reaches down into the Undermountain is a common place for adventurers to test their mettle. It is well known that there are floors and floors of ever-changing terrors, but also innumerable opportunities. For many have heard tale of an adventurer who's come back laden down with gold and magical items galore and has made their claim in the city. Several of the noble houses started because of this, but it comes with risk. When you delve in the dark amongst the monsters, not everybody makes it out. I'm going to begin. You all are down here. But I want you all to roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier and let me know what you rolled.
Oh, fuck.
That's always a good ominous start.
The music went so well right there. All right.
Oh.
Hell yeah, man.
Good start. Good
Okay,
start.
real quick. Did anybody get above a 20?
Let me roll real quick. 1d20 plus 2. Yeah. Are we? Do we add proficiency or I forgot?
You add proficiency.
1d20 plus 2 from dex mode plus 2 from proficiency. All right.
Wait, did I say proficiency? I meant the modifier. That is my bad. It is just your modifier.
7, brother.
Okay, so we've got 7.
Let me just make another character sheet.
Okay. Town Scryer, you sound like you've got a good roll.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was a natural 1.
What do you add to that, sir?
Oh, I
Plus
add a 3,
3.
so it's a 4.
Okay. Morgoth, what do you got?
13.
13. Okay, and last, Lithium, what did you get?
I rolled an 11, but I'm on the struggle bus because I still can't find a sheet for Kia.
It will
Find
be
a
a
sheet.
15 for you.
That is... What is going on
So
here?
I have her name popping up, but no matter what I click or where I click, nothing's appearing for her.
You need to give her the permissions to see the character.
She does... Alright, here's what. On your screen, is there a grayed out name at all?
No, there's not.
Dang it. What is going on here? How about you try and
Reload the
exit roll
page,
20, come back, or like refresh the page. Let's see if that helps at all.
Okay.
That's usually my first go-to.
Yeah. Let's see if that helps.
So I put the proficiencies, the tool proficiencies, weapons, defenses, character sheet is reloading.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you can access your character sheet.
Technology hates me. That's why. Okay, reset. Reloaded it. And she is appearing under characters, but when I click on her, nothing appears.
That's simply fascinating.
That sucks. I'm gonna. Oh, what the heck is going on here? Here, real quick, I'm gonna test something real fast. All right, Luthien, do you see?
Can you try rolling with her character sheet?
Tanop.
Yeah,
Can you open Tanop?
I cannot.
You cannot. Okay, sounds like there's something going on.
On my end.
Unfortunately, on your end, yeah. So
Right. I'm gonna
we'll
log out.
figure out what
grab
that is.
I will. Yep. So hypothetically, I rolled an 11. I'm going to.
So it's a 15 total.
Yeah. So whatever my modifier might be is a level 1 monk. So.
Yes. So you would be going first. So
Okay.
here's where we're at. Is it Kia or Kea? Kiaya.
Yeah.
How do you say it? Kia? Kia. You've been down in the Undermountain for how many hours? Roll me another d20.
12.
You've been here for 12 hours. You heard a tale of a mad wizard. Brilliant, but mad. Who held his sanctum here. And it is here that this knowledge, something, power, magical, could be found amongst his sanctum, and that it was barely touched. And you were given vague directions, such as when you head down the well, head left, walk for 2 hours. When you reach the waterfall, go around it, climb down the cliff, and then if you find the tunnel, you're halfway there. Well, those were loose directions, but you found your way here. You recognize the symbol of this wizard that was described to you. You can smell mold, rot, age. Age has a distinct scent to it. It is simultaneously moist from the constant water that is around. Yet at the same time, it smells dusty. As if there are thousands of tomes and scrolls that have rotted away into nothingness, and yet still remain. Your hand, as it brushes across the rough walls, these bricks that have been worn into barely distinguishable shapes that are very much a part of the cavernous space that you're in. And your footsteps echoing around. There is very little sound beyond footsteps, the drips of water, and a low rumble, which you can only assume is some movement of the mountain, for it's been going on for quite a while now. But you reach this space. There are shelves filled with rotting books and tomes. Webs and cobwebs stretch across this space as your dark vision reveals all of this in monochrome. There's no color to distinguish. You've reached the end of this tunnel. You know that. You know that this sanctum was placed in such that there was one way in and one way out. And you don't know what's in the mind of a wizard. What do you look for that's important? But you see... maybe that's important. On a pedestal set just nearby one of the bookshelves is a parchment scroll. It's in an ornate metallic casing, and you can almost hear the thrum power from it. What do you do?
You said it's a casing, and what was in it?
It's a scroll case. So there's upon this pedestal, there is a scroll that's in a protective case, basically to keep it from harm, to keep it from moisture, that sort of deal.
Can I check to see if it's protected by any spells or magic before I touch it?
Of course. Do you have any... I guess, from your experience, I'd allow you either an Arcana check or an Investigation check.
Oh, they're both -1. I was able to get to my sheet.
Oh, excellent.
It was just the laptop. I switched them and it worked.
Okay. Sounds good.
I guess I can roll for investigation.
Sounds good.
Roll it 17.
Oh, excellent. You've never been one to pay much heed to the magics, even those of your people. You found some affinity to some, but at the same time, you've always preferred to use your fists, to work with your hands. So as you investigate here, you don't touch the scroll, but you crouch below and you look around the pedestal and you find what looks to were arcane runes, but through the age, rubble had fallen and scuffed away whatever might have been protecting it, and you can assume that this does not have any traps or protections upon it.
I'm definitely intrigued by the scroll, so I'm going to kind of sneak up to this case and see if there's any locking mechanisms or weighted plates.
With your investigation check, you know that there's no weighted plates, there's no lock. You can grab the actual case, which has the scroll inside. It's just larger than the scroll, big enough to fit the scroll inside.
So, seeing that there's no locks or traps that at least I'm aware of, I gently pick up the case and kind of turn it over.
Yeah.
See if there's any distinctive markings on it. But I'm very intrigued by this scroll and would love to potentially hide away and read it later.
It almost thrums with a static power to it. As you inspect it, sort of looking around for somewhere to hide away, you see an alcove, which looks to be like it's dark from where you're seeing, but it's almost like a little closet area that you could potentially hide in. And as you walk towards that, the scent of rot the scent of just filth grows. And you are being wary, so you slow your step. But not before you hear just a flapping. And you're just within sight of this alcove where you see a small flying thing. You've never seen this before, I will say that, but it looks like a hairy bat. It's a tiny little beast. But you see it flap onto what looks to be a rock outcropping. But at this point, this is when you notice that it's not a rock outcropping, because the creature that landed on it, this little bat-like thing, begins to rise slowly and fall slowly. The same sound as that rumbling you've been hearing for a long time. And you see it raise its needle-like nose and pierce into this thing. And the thing twitches. Do you react, or do you just watch at the moment?
I stand very still, hoping that it doesn't notice me, and wait just a few more seconds just to see how this will play out.
Of course, as this little creature, you see it begin to expand with a darkness to its abdomen as it begins to be engorged on the blood of this now you know beast or monstrosity, something. But then you see its eyes open, and the bright green glow of the creature that has just the same, if not better, senses than you in this place stares right at you. Now do you react?
Yes. A little frozen by fear, for sure, but also intrigue. I'm assuming this creature I've never seen before. It's
Give me
considering the environment I'm in.
Give me a nature check.
— 15.
15. You see its green eyes, and then you see one of its arms move across, and it's this elongated, clawed, the fingers with claws as it presses on the ground, grabs its other hand, grabs this creature upon its belly and just squishes it as it consumes it. And then you recognize what this is. This is a troll. And you know, trolls eat anything they can catch. And there's only one way out of here.
It's not to run.
And so, you book it. But we'll leave off of you for now. Morgoth. Oh, yeah. We'll see. Morgoth. Your character. We'll get to your name soon, don't worry. You're down here for a very different reason. Mind sharing with me, what is your uncle's name?
I didn't ever really know my uncle's first name. My family only referred to him as McGregor.
McGregor. You just got off of assignment. And you feel strong. When you spend weeks just training, weeks exercising, going through drills, you are at peak physical condition. As a Goliath, do you have night vision? I don't think you do.
I do not believe so, no.
So in that case, do you have a torch or do you have a lantern? For this place is very dark.
I need to... What is in here? Hang on, I need to see what's in this.
What pack do you have?
I have a priest's pack.
I see.
A torch is like copper, so
There's a tinder box and incense. I could just be burning
I'm going
incense.
to assume you have a torch. Let's just give yourself a torch. So you carry a torch, and you
I'm
are
gonna add that to my inventory.
You are following the truly insane notes of McGregor. You've learned just how insane he was, because at one point he described blue stone that seemed to move, and when you came across that landmark, it was a stream. So while there is truly the questioning your uncle's sanity, you also do know that your family keeps in high regards what he brought back from this place. But you are here to seek his final resting place. And you
I
believe you
would
found-
also know that my family didn't particularly keep him in high regards, just his possessions.
Of course. Why? Of course. Why do you think they have the status that they do? Truly, your uncle brought at least a quarter of the revenue during his time exploring and adventuring. But here you are. As you raise the torch high, you look upon what you had heard was his final resting place, the cave-in. And you do see what looks to be what was a cave-in. Rubble and stone have closed off whatever this entrance was. And you had found the skeletal arm of, you assume, McGregor, that had been sticking out of the rubble, reaching out for help from no one during his last moments. But what had caught your eye was the gleaming weapon that had fallen from this arm. This ornate dagger, even though it had been down here for years, still shines as if it was just polished. And as you pick it up and admire it, you hear as somebody comes running down the path towards you. Luthien, can you describe what this Goliath sees?
Sees me or sees what's chasing me? Potentially.
He sees you first.
Like, what he sees is a very frantically running elf, with sheer panic on her face, but also a little bit of determination to get out of there. And kind of as she sees this new figure in front of her, she kind of yells, "Run." Out of breath.
And Morgoth, what does Kia see as she dashes towards your light?
She sees a Goliath kneeling down, digging through the dirt. Not particularly large, I'd say, something like 7 feet tall. Gray skin, long black hair. With a sword and shield on his back, wearing chainmail.
Excellent. In short order, as you see this elf just mad dash towards you, yelling, "Run!" do you wait to see what she's running from, or do you just run?
I would wait to see what's chasing her.
Excellent. In about 3 seconds, you see lumber out of the dark. The faint shimmer through glowing eyes as a creature that is 3 feet. Did I say 3 feet? No. 5 feet taller than you. Eyes glinting in the dark. Teeth shimmering with blood, with flapping creatures all around it, dashing after her. You know of trolls as well. You know.
I say, ah, shit. Grab the dagger and run after her.
Okay, and you all book it. At this point, Flippy, you, sir, are on your way for a successful heist. You had found the very room that Luthien had come across. You had also noticed the sleeping troll in the alcove, and you had snuck off with what you could grab in the little time that you could. You are walking through, passing through a little mushroom grove, a little bit of glowing mushrooms around you, as you are happily carrying your scroll. What are you thinking at this moment?
Well, I'm feeling quite lucky to get what I came from down here. Very lucky that the troll was resting, for he feels that it would have been a very unlikely match if he were to be in any other condition. And and he will feel like this place is icky, so the sooner he gets out of this dusty, rotting, smelling place, the better.
Okay.
Or he has studies to do.
Of course. You patch your pack, comfortably knowing that the scroll that you were able to sneak off with is in there. When you can hear, faintly behind you, the clanking of metal upon stone in quick succession. Can you describe what Kia and Grimgarm see as they run up behind you?
Am I describing it, or are they?
You describe your character.
I would be, what's the word? I would be intrigued why I see 2 figures. Like, I would turn around and then I see 2 figures rapidly approaching me. And what it would be like an elven creature, then followed by a Goliath. Then they look terrified, I imagine.
Yes.
I would probably start booking it too. Considering the direction that they are coming from is similar to mine, I don't think it takes hard to figure out what they are running from.
Of course.
I don't want any of that shit. So I am running too, as I see, I hear the clanking and I see 2 figures running.
So, yeah, Grimgarm, you see up ahead a small, almost child look behind, get this face of surprise and horror, and then just start booking it in front of you. The 3 of you racing through tunnels, making snap decisions, trying to return to the rope where you had descended down from the yawning portal. Lastly, Town Crier. Yes, Town Crier. That's your name. I think. Scryer.
Scryer.
Town Scryer. There you go.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna call you
yeah,
Town.
actually. Sure.
Town. You're a happy guy. How big are you? Are you beefy at all?
No, he's actually pretty lanky.
Okay. You're kind of lanky. In that case, you're kind of underneath the weight of this. You came out great. You are struggling. You're struggling with this debt. It had been on your mind for a while, and you'd already had a debt collector try and waylay you on the street. And so you'd figured, there's treasure down here. Might as well get something. And here you are, with a golden idol. This thing's heavy, but you think this is gonna catch a fancy price. As you hold this in your two hands, what are you thinking at the moment?
A sense of relief, knowing that, hey, after all this, I don't have to worry about it anymore. My debts will be paid, and I can finally start working back as an entertainer. And I don't have to put my life on the line for anything again.
How foolish.
That's a wonderful, wonderful thought. As you hear footsteps behind you, just booking it as best I can describe it. You hear somebody's running towards you. And can you please describe what the three other players see?
Okay, so you'll see like a about 6'6" tall silver scale dragonborn. Probably looks very disheveled right now, but is definitely still wearing a very flashy attire. But as he's kind
Is
of
that a pun about your scales?
yeah, maybe. But as he's kind of like just slowly trying to lug this idol around, like I'm assuming this thing's like extremely heavy, right? So
yes, it is.
Half speed looking ass.
he's just kind of like slowly just trudging along, just trying to like move this from like step to step, not really caring too much about what's going on. And then hearing the noises behind him, he's kind of just quizzical until he starts seeing these figures kind of like actually approaching through the darkness. He's just like, hello?
And it takes.
Are we able to reply?
As a Dragonborn, you don't have dark vision either, do you?
Actually, I'm using the 2024 rules.
I
which does
fucking
that.
hate it!
Oh, okay. So you do have dark vision. Okay.
They do have dark vision now.
So you see the familiar color that comes from a lit torch up ahead, as it's this Goliath that you see. The three of you can see this Dragonborn stop and look. Do you say anything, or you just keep on running, hoping he's slower than you?
I'm gonna yell, if you don't like trolls, you better start running!
I said there's like a few seconds of trying to understand what he just heard. And then he'll probably start trying to book as best as he can while still keeping hold of the idol.
Excellent. So you hold on to this idol. It is heavy. You can only hope that you hold on to this as you book it as well, and you see the familiar sight of the troll behind the three people running towards you. So all four of you are now running through this undermountain, through this vast floor of dungeon, cave, all of the above. And so we're going to be doing a couple of skill checks to see how well do you escape this troll. So at this point, I'm going to say, because with the idol, it would take Who is going to be in first? Everybody roll a dex check to see who's in first right now.
Are we rolling for initiative or?
Yeah, let's roll initiative. That's great.
Okay.
Let me click on my token
Thanks.
real quick. Let me set my token in here.
We're gonna go today.
Oh, cringe. I don't like this background that you gave me, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
All right. 8.14. Interesting.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
I can't seem to select the token.
You cannot select the token. Interesting.
I rolled a 13.
12 here.
All right, 13 and a 12.
I also rolled a 15, so.
All right. 13 and 15. Okay. So, in that case, you do pick up enough speed as town. What is your character's
Esben.
Esben? As Esben, you run filled with adrenaline. You are up front, so that means that you were the first to reach this ground, which appears to have been torn apart by something that eats stone. So I'm going to need dex saves from everybody to cross this ground
And I
in
love
a
slimes.
orderly fashion.
Oh boy. Okay. 9.
Are we all doing dex saves or yeah?
Yes, I
17
need all
here.
of you to do 17. All right.
16.
You're all doing dex 16.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
Get me out of here!
And you are a halfling, yes?
Yes, sir.
Or are you okay? The halfling takes the lead as Espen. You reach this ground and you realize, oh no, I have a statue and I can't stop moving. As you stumble and quickly fall in dead last, closest to the troll, as the rest of these, the rest of everybody overtakes you. So at this point, Volker, you are now the first in line as you are trying to escape this troll. Return to the yawning portal. You know that you could get help, but you reach the tunnel that you had avoided before, but you know is the direct route towards the yawning portal. It is a tunnel filled with cobwebs. I will need strength saves from everybody to break through these cobwebs in an effective manner.
You're killing me, brother. You're sentencing my fucking death.
Well, who knows? I might not do so well either.
A strength check, huh?
Yep, that's what I thought. 8.
So wait, save or check? Hey, it doesn't matter.
15.
Okay.
I'm mortified right now.
I believe in you.
Yeah. No, let's not do that. I'm gonna spend a lucky point.
Okay, spend that lucky.
That's marginally better.
Much better. That is much better. And what did you get, Luthien?
13.
13?
Oh, we're
Okay.
not doing good today.
At this point, the Goliath brings out his sword in front of him as he runs, because at this point, he's not weighed down by anything, and he quickly overtakes the rest of you as he begins cutting cobwebs in front of him. And that is one of the reasons why Espen, you are able to just barely make it through But at this point, you feel part of the idol as it whacks one of the low-hanging rocks chip away. Its arm falling off there loses some value to your idol, but you have to keep moving.
I have a question.
Yes.
Since I'm small and this Goliath is as close as he gets from being large, could I, tail him in the sense of he's big and making a path so I can, follow behind him?
At this point, the elf is between you and the Goliath, so if you're able to get behind him, yes, you could.
Excellent.
Okay. Now, for those of you who are more sure of your path, you know you're close. You know you're very close. But then you reach one final challenge. Slime. There's slime coating the walls, slime coating the floors, and it's up to you. You may choose either strength or dex save to make it past this floor, as the troll bears very close behind Espen. You can smell its breath.
Well, for strength, in case you get.
Both for strength.
Could this be a thing that can be cleaned with prestidigitation?
Not fast enough.
Bollocks. Okay, you said strength or dex save, huh?
Strength or dex. Yes.
Make it dexterity, please and thank you.
Oh, thank God. Natural.
Excellent.
All right, 20.
Please, man, please! Yes! Much better!
Excellent.
Get me out of here!
Luthien, what did you get?
This was the dex you said?
Yes.
Dexterity. Okay. 11.
Okay.
Plus 4, yeah.
At this point, all of you reach this slimy cave. You can see up ahead the rope that descends down from the well. You can see the shields upon the walls. And you all, through various methods, the Goliath, Grimgarm, you using strength, just drive your feet, trying to push the slime out so that there's no room in between your foot and the floor as you stomp your way through the path. Volker, you trusting the luck of this world to find the right footing to stay upright. Espen, you realize slime. This is perfect. You lay the idol down, get onto it like a sled, and just slide through the cave as you all break through. With Espen, you surpass the rest of the group as you reach the tunnel, and you hear the thud as a troll falls in the slime and trying to stand up and get up and reach you all, but you reach this area. So what do you guys do as you reach? There's the ladder that goes all the way up to the well. You can climb the ladder. You could try to alert somebody up in the tavern to let the bucket down. What do you guys decide to do? What would you do in this moment?
I'm not particularly strong or dexterous to climb up a rope. So I will be more interested in trying to get the attention out of people to see if they can send help to, delay the beast, or if they can drop the bucket. I'm light enough.
What do the rest of you do?
Espen's actually going to try to alert them as well.
Okay. Morgoth, what do you think you would do?
When you said I was able to jump and start up the rope, does that mean I'm partway up the rope, or
You could jump and you would be partway up the rope, yes.
and how far behind me is who's the last person behind me?
At this point, it would be Kia.
How far back is she?
You are all now in the main, the main area. The troll is having some serious trouble getting through the slime tunnel.
I would wait at the base of the rope and try and help everyone else up.
Okay. And Kia, what do you think you would do?
I would probably take Morgoth's offer to help get up the rope and see if there's anything I can do, like if I could get myself up there to send down the bucket.
I want to do this thing.
Of course. How do you guys get attention?
So I assume it's a straight up, tunnel upwards.
It is.
Going up.
Yes.
I would like to write down a note that says, "Please help. There's a troll," and I'm going to. I don't know if that's an action or what it is. Call upon my familiar, which is an owl, and have it, grab the note and fly up as best as it can.
Okay.
With the objective to find somebody up there.
Espen, what were you gonna do?
Let's see. He was going to use thaumaturgy to make his voice 3 times louder than it normally would be.
And what do you say?
You mean, what does he do? He's going to scream in a very high-pitched manner.
Oh wait, sorry, wrong.
Before the owl reaches the entrance, through that yell, it takes just a moment. Then you see rustling at the very top from the light coming down from the tavern, and a bucket just drop. Would any of you be standing directly underneath the well? The rope itself is right off the side of the well, so Kia, you would be fine. But would
probably my owl?
Probably your owl. Give me a dex save from your owl.
Oh no!
This thing has only 1 HP, so
Let's hope it passes. DC 10.
12.
12. Okay. Lucky. As the bucket drops, your owl quickly veers out of the way as it descends very quickly. And it is now at the bottom attached to... the rope is attached to the bucket itself. And you can hop in. And so I'll speed this up. Real quick, Luthien, you were going to roll me that acrobatics. What do you get?
I think it was a 12. Yeah.
Okay. You were making
6,
very good progress as you begin ascending. At this point, who gets on the bucket first?
I would be the last one to get on.
Okay.
I will want. I'm a halfling. I'm a little bit brave. I would like the Goliath go first.
Let the Goliath go first.
Well, Esben wouldn't be waiting around, so...
Espen hops onto the bucket and begins to ascend next to Kia as Espen, you surpass Kia just barely in speed. At this point, Grimgarm and Volker, you see the troll just now being able to get its footing and head in your direction, which you only have the rope at this point. Who gets on? Yeah, what do you do?
I would let. I don't want to ride it first. I'm going to attempt to slow it down by loading my crossbow and shooting at him in the leg. At the troll in the leg.
Roll me an attack.
See if it's properly. 12. That's a 5.
You fire a bolt at the troll, and fire it trying to get its leg, but just as you release the trigger, its left leg slips on a piece of slime as it steadies itself on the wall, and the bolt flies right through in between its legs as you miss. Grimgarm, what do you do?
Is it down or is it just slipping?
It is just slipping.
And who all is on the basket at this point?
At this point, Espen is just reaching the top on the basket.
So it's just him.
It's just him, yes.
Let's see. Oh shoot. How do I tell which spells I have prepared?
Did you prepare any spells before this?
I should have. At least they were prepared on my other character sheet. I had
What are you?
Paladin. So I had Shield of Faith was prepared.
Paladins get access to first level spells?
Yeah, we do.
Oh my god, they're so good now! Except they're okay now.
So,
and
what spell did you want to cast? Because let's say that you have it prepared.
How far away is the troll?
I will say it is 60 feet away.
Oh, it's 60 feet away.
Yep.
Oh well, that I thought it was like right behind us.
It's one dash action away from us.
I wouldn't have had that prepared. I do anything? No, I guess there's not really anything I could do.
Okay.
Gosh.
Do you leave the halfling down here, or do you start climbing?
I would throw the halfling up.
Okay. Would you fight against this, dear halfling?
In roleplay, yes. In action, no.
Okay. There's not much you could do. Give me an athletics check then.
That's not a saving throw, that's just a check.
That's just a check. Are you proficient with athletics?
I am.
He's a soldier, so he
Do
should
I roll with advantage or just...
This is just a straight roll.
Okay, so 13.
Okay. You toss the halfling part of the way up near the top of the rope. And I'll need a quick dexterity saving throw to catch the rope, dear halfling.
Jesus Christ, okay. Come on, man, just roll above a 10, man! There it is! I'm dry now! I'm flailing like a fucking coyote, and I'm like... And then at the fucking last second, I managed to latch on with one arm, and the other arm is like, occupied with the crossbow.
Yes.
And
yes.
I managed by just get onto him.
That's exactly what happens. and you are able to get there. And at this point, I'll say, Grimgarm, once you see he's attached to the rope, you begin climbing just as the troll makes it into the main area. But we're going to get back up to Espen. As you reach the top in the yawning portal, you stick your head above, and I'm going to need a dex saving throw as a tankard of ale flies directly at your face.
Okay, dex save, you said?
Yes.
Get him, soldier.
19.
19. You duck as the mug of ale flies past the well. You don't think it was aimed at you, but you do recognize in that small glimpse that there's a bar fight going on right now. And tankers are being thrown. People are on the floor pounding each other with fists and anything they can get their hands on. But you've got bigger things that are an issue. So once that tankard of ale is passed, you're able to get back up into the actual yawning portal. And shortly after you, Kia arrives, and then Volker, and finally Grimgarm. As you stand amidst, let me just describe it. There are wooden tables all over, lit by brightly burning candles, littered with plates of food and half-drained ales, sounds of gamblers yelling, and drunken adventurers singing bawdy songs. Still amongst this chaos, it is nearly drowned out by the off-key strumming of a young bard that is 3 tables away from you. However, amidst this fight, you hear, "You pig! I like killing me mates, does ya?" And you see a 7-foot-tall half-orc who is hit by wild swinging punches from a male human whose shaved head is covered with eye-shaped tattoos. And amongst this chaos, that yelling has brought your attention to this specific interaction, as 4 other humans stand behind him, ready to jump into the fray of this half-orc as she stands and faces these 5 humans. And you can see her crack her knuckles, roars, and then tackles the tattooed figure. At this point, what do you guys do? Let's start with, no matter what you do, let's keep the initiative. Espen, what would you do in this moment?
I fucking hate it here.
I think at this point, Edmund's gonna probably just go over to the young bard with the lute.
Yep.
He's like, "I'm gonna borrow that for a moment."
Wait. What? No, I am playing my heart out.
He's just gonna grab it.
He does not fight you. And what do you do?
We definitely have a problem with the troll. He's just gonna start strumming this lute and just trying to get everyone's attention. So he will use thaumaturgy again, just to like amplify the noise
Sounds
as best
good.
as he can.
Give me with prestidigitation, give me a performance at advantage with your lute to get attention.
It would be thaumaturgy, not prestidigitation.
Thaumaturgy. Okay, gotcha.
Artists get that now?
No. It was because of the origin feat that I chose.
Oh, cleric initiate.
Yeah,
That'd be-
exactly. I thought it would work well with the bard thing.
And no guidance? You're insane.
Yeah, well, I didn't like guidance. Did you say what with advantage?
Performance, I think it was.
Performance? Okay. With advantage. 17.
Excellent. You play this lute and sing a song of danger. I don't know what it would be. I don't know if you like music, but it's like, everybody watch out, there might be a troll, or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I can't actually say something like that. Something that sounds good, because with a 17, you definitely get attention, including the proprietor of this place, as Durnan. He owns the Yawning Portal, and everybody knows, no matter what you do, don't mess with Durnan. As he looks at you, and you can see there's a glint in his eye. Next up, Grimgarm. What do you do as you see this bar fight? You know there's a troll. What do you do? I don't know if you're talking.
No, I'm
But-
not. I'm thinking.
I see. Gotcha.
What is the resident Goliath doing in this situation? Are you gonna...
Something out of his ears right now.
Can I try and yell above the noise? Can the troll get up after us?
It's way bigger than you.
You take a look down the well, and you see it climbing the rope. So yes.
Is he
I cut the
insane?
The rope, you can try to cut it. Absolutely. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Yeah, so I try and hit with my long sword. That is a 22.
You hit. All right. Now roll damage.
No, because I don't know how they work exactly. The smite spells, are those things I need to have prepared, or are those things I can always cast when I connect with something?
I don't remember how next 24 edition.
Oh, let me
Probably
check.
works. Let me have a look.
'Cause
Let me have a look real quick.
Oh shoot, I need to specify if I was swinging this thing two-handed or one-handed too, I suppose.
Are you using a shield right now?
I have one, but I probably would have had it on my back as long as, well, I mean, I would have had my sword on my back too when I climbed out of the thing. So yeah, we're using a shield.
So it's 100.
Paladin, so level 2, you will have Divine Smite prepared. So at level 1, I don't believe you have your Divine Smite.
Do I not?
List of
I
level
thought I did.
To start, choose 2 level 1 Paladin spells. So you might have some of the other spells, such as
You can have Searing
Searing
Smite.
but you don't get Divine Smite until 2nd level.
You have to use a bonus action to rev up that
Interesting.
spell before you swing it.
I thought it was on the level 1, the list of level 1 paladin spells.
It is on the list of level 1. It looks like you at level 2 you will always have it prepared. So,
But I need to specifically have it prepared at level 1.
yes.
Okay.
So if you'd like to
So-
have that prepared, you may.
Yeah, we can prepare that, I guess. I still don't know how to do mark spells as prepared in Roll20, but anyway.
I got
Once
you.
you
I
make
got
the
you.
character, I can have great arm.
Sorry, so one-handed longsword is 1d8. So it's 6 damage, that's 10 damage. And I'm going to throw a Divine Smite in there, which lets me roll another 2d8.
I believe so.
Here we go. So,
Yep, 2d8.
So
I have a
damage,
question,
so
Mr. DM.
for 18 damage.
Is the rope on there?
No,
Or,
it is not.
you know, the damn.
So you bring your sword and you channel the divine magic of your station into this as you grip onto. You close your eyes for just a moment as you capture that radiance that you have bathed yourself in innumerable times as you've taken your oaths, as you've taken your prayers, and your sword glows bright as you cleave through the thick rope. As you hear Durnan say, "Wait, no!" And you cut through the rope cleanly as the troll falls to the ground. And you've cut the rope. Yes. That was your bonus action.
Yep.
So, Kia, what do you do?
So she's just kind of looking around, and there seems to be a glint in her eyes that she seems to enjoy fist fights a little bit. She kind of looks around, sees who's nearest to her, and
Okay.
notices that
Well, nearest to you are the three other people that you have escaped from the Undermountain. Around you, pretty close to you, is the brawl described between the half-orc and the humans. As you can see, the half-orc is now on top of the original human as she is just practically killing this man, but at the same time, she is being waylaid upon by 4 other humans. That's pretty close to you.
I cannot wait for my turn. Holy shit.
prompted this brawl between the humans and the orc again. I just need a quick refresher.
Of course, the orc who had been drinking was hit in the face by the human who is now being practically killed by her, as he told her, "You pig, you like killing our men, don't you?" Say that again?
I was just thinking for a second.
Oh no, sorry. I thought I heard what sounded like when a mic like cuts out for a second. So my bad.
Sounded like a laugh to me.
Kia kind of sidesteps closer to this brawl going on over there, unsure of which side is necessarily the right or wrong side, but she kind of just goes, in general, anybody need a hand? Or a fist?
Of course. So you say that. Anybody need a hand or a fist? As you see the man who is underneath the orc, whose face is surely broken in at least 6 different places, as he looks at you with desperate eyes. The orc looks ready to kill this man, and the 4 humans look ready to kill this orc. And so that's the only response you get from that. So if you choose to just watch, you can absolutely do that. Or you can interfere. It's up to you. I mean, it's up to you.
Do you want to die?
I kind of see what's going on, and while I do enjoy a good fight, I do like to avoid too much destruction. So she kind of goes, whoa, why don't we take a step back, huh? And, let's beat up the other 4, huh? On the break.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh shoot, that was funny.
Oh, that's great.
This changes something what I wanted to do, but not by much.
So whatever my persuasion is, So it's a 20
That is your
plus.
charisma. Yes. D20 plus 1.
What? Yeah. So because I rolled it, am I... Sorry, I just had a moment of... I didn't know if I was still going or...
Oh, no, you're... What?
I got lost there for a second.
I gotcha. So you're rolling a persuasion check.
Yeah.
D20 plus 1.
Yeah, it was a 20 plus 1, so I was successful?
A 20 plus... Did you roll a nat 20?
I did, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were just saying...
It's okay.
So, yeah, that is I like the critical successes with... I know it's not technically rules, but I like critical successes with abilities checks as well, just because it tells a story. So, you yell out, "Why don't we beat up these other guys?" As the orc looks up at you, and you can see just bloodlust in her eyes as she says, "That's a great idea!" As she swings her fist and decks one of the other four as he drops to the ground, clearly having a broken nose.
Let me at him.
Well, great break. So that's, I will say, that is your allow you an action if you want to wade into the fight. Otherwise, unless you don't want to wade into the fight and just watch, that'll be the end of your turn. What would you?
Am I allowed to grab the Downs dude and like kind of pull him off to the side?
Pull him? Are you trying to keep that sneaky or just get him out of there?
Just kind of move him out of the way of the other brawl that's starting.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
7.
7. Okay, you start dragging. Unfortunately, his buddies, it looks like, don't like what you're doing, as one of them goes after the half orc, but then the other one immediately brings his fist to bear and goes to punch you. So he's gonna take a roll. He's messing with his buddy. He's gonna take a roll at you. That is an 18 to hit you. So you take 2
Silvery
bludgeoning
barbs,
damage.
reroll.
Silvery barbs. Oh, automatically. Oh, 12 plus 3 is 15. Does a 15 hit your armor class?
It shouldn't.
That's
She has 17.
You have a 17 already. Holy crap. What do you say with your silvery barbs to get him to miss his fist?
Silvery.
I don't
That
think
is-
it has a...
No, that is something
No.
that the halfling said. So what does this halfling say to interrupt him? If you're gonna
Mind
use
your
silvery
business.
barbs. As he looks over at you and narrowly misses your nose, Kia, that will be your turn. But you begin. Do you continue to drag, or do you let go of the man on the ground?
The man on the ground say, "Just try to help, man," and step back.
Okay.
And she seems to be doing, she's trying to drag the man out, so she gets the advantage on the next check or attack that she does.
Okay. Well, we'll take care of that next turn, as it is now your turn. Volker, what do you do with your
I
turn?
would like to, get away from where I am, and firstly, as I see the troll plummeting to the floor, with the number of people that we had, he feels like the chances of the blood being the troll being taken would have been probably successful. So he's sad, like, oh, such alchemical properties that could have been taken from the troll. What a waste. Not a common creature. And then this happens with, preventing the swing from being taken. Then it's like, oh, I don't want to be here anymore. So I'm going to attempt to either... I don't know if this guy's gonna swing either a disengage or like a stealth action to get myself towards the what's the word where you sit to take a drink? The bar? The stools?
Bar. So bar stools.
Yes, I would like to be there by any way possible.
Okay. Of course, and you're trying to sneak, so give me a.
I assume this is going to be helping considering the situation that is happening. Hopefully this helps. Stealth check.
Even when you... At least one side, you take the hide action even when you're obscured. I mean, yeah. You're just kind of tiny, so yeah. Give me a stealth check. Hide action. Doesn't necessarily give you advantage just yet. Yes, there's a lot going on, but that also means there's a lot of eyes, so...
Yes, I was just trying to, skedaddle away from the guy that I silver barbed. So he doesn't fucking chase me and deck me. So that person is my objective to sneak away out of.
Sounds good. At DC, then, let's hope you meet it. Oh, okay. Sounds good. So you think you've hidden well away from him for your action. Do you have a bonus action, or you just hide there?
I would want to go to and act like I'm, nothing happened, and I want to go towards the people drinking there, and I would like to. Give me 1 second. Hey, I motioned to the people sitting by the bar. I assume there's some of them taking the drinks. I was like, 2 gold! Oh, that's not his, sorry. 2 gold on the ladies. And I'm betting 2 gold for them. End of my turn.
Okay, sounds good.
The orc lady and the elf lady, the wood elf.
As you see somebody next to you, look over at the brawl going on and says, "I'll meet you. 2 on the men." And
they do look quite fierce.
Next up is the troll. As you are looking down at where the troll had fallen, Grimgarm. Oh, is the music still going? Or did it run out?
It just run out.
Dang it. I need to keep this up. Because this is good music. Grimgarm, you see the troll as it lands on its back. It looks even angrier now, as it grips onto the side of the wall where their shield stands up and begins to haul itself up the tunnel with its massive arms reaching high, gripping onto these fields that are embedded into the wall as it begins to climb closer to you, and it roars out at you. And it does not reach you guys this turn, but instead is now at the end of the round. This is where the brawl intensifies. You see the 2 bandits who are engaged with the half-orc both take swings at her. One of them just completely whiffs as the other one lands straight in her jaw, and she takes some damage. You can see she's looking pretty worn after having already taken a lot of the attention. However, the guy on the ground, who looks like he's barely alive, this is that one. Who looks like he's barely alive, kind of stands up, wipes his mouth, gives a nod of thanks to you, Kia, as he comes up behind the half-orc and goes to swing at her head as she's got her back to him now. And he gets a solid hit against her as well. And then the other guy, he's going to look for the halfling who just thought that it was a good idea. He does not find you, but he used his action to look for you. So you can see him looking around. Where's that child? Where did he go? And there you go. The half orc whiffs her punch against the same guy that she was going after as she brings her other fist to bear and knocks him on the ground. One of these guys is knocked down. Espen, you're up. What do you do?
Well, looking at this brawl, he's going to be like, 4 against 2? That doesn't seem very fair. And he'll cast Bane on 3 of the guys.
Oh no! Why would you do that to me? I think it is a save. Yes, wisdom save.
It would be. Let me just.
I think it's gone. Go on.
I don't use it enough to know off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't use it enough off the top of my head either.
Oh, charisma saving throw.
Charisma save.
Charisma. Well, guess what? They have 0 charisma. So, that is a 6. That is a 7. Oh boy, I need to get new dice after this. That's a 10. So they are all baned by your placement.
Fucking die goes to the burner.
And before I end my turn, I will also use a bardic inspiration to give our Goliath friend a D6 inspiration die.
Barbarian, I mean, right? Barbarian, orc, right?
No, the
Garm?
Grimgarm, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
How does inspiration work? I can just add it to my any roll, or my next roll is a plus a d6.
Good choice.
You get to choose within a certain time frame. I believe it's like a minute, or is it 10
It's an
minutes?
hour now.
It's an hour now?
It's an hour now, yeah. It's a while. Okay. So, that is your action and bonus action. As you're standing there, loot. Your performance has alerted many of the guests as they are reacting in fear, and most of them are starting to clear the area, leaving only the brawlers and the barkeep, who looks like he's not afraid, Durnan. And
I have a question, Mr. DM.
Guys, yes. What is your question?
Is the person that I was betting against left too?
No, he's with you.
Gamer!
He's right next to you.
90% of gamblers quit before the game.
All right. So, Grimgarm, as you are standing there watching this troll climb, the barkeep stands next to you. As you see from underneath the bar, he brings out a great sword that he carries in with 2 hands. As he stands next to you, looks down at the troll climbing. This is gonna be a doozy. Step back. Let's prepare and cut him down as he climbs. As he steps back, you can see him heft the sword and prepares to slash at the troll as it climbs up. What do you do? It is now your turn.
Same. I'll back up. I'll turn to him and say, "That sounds like a plan," and I will brandish my sword and I guess just prepare for the troll. Will the troll make it up this round?
It will make it up this next turn of his, yes.
Can I hold an attack? I don't know if that's something I can do, but can I hold
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna hold an attack until I see Troll's ugly face.
Sounds good. So you hold your action just the same as Durnan to swing your sword at the troll as soon as it comes within range.
I have a question.
What is your question?
How are we applying flanking? Is it an advantage or a +2 like Storak did?
It is the +2 like Storak did.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yes, I know. The advantage is pretty powerful. Kia, what do you do now that you see you've been swung up at one of these guys? You're just trying to help. What do you do?
kill them all.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Do I notice that the troll is getting closer?
At
Or
this
kind of
point,
making its way?
you're pretty distracted. You could walk over to check down the well. You do see the Goliath and Durnan stand there with weapons ready next to the well, so you can presume.
6. The giant half work on the troll. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't know.
The half-orc is looking pretty rough at this point.
Okay. That's my original plan.
Are the humans looking?
Yeah.
The
how
humans, a couple of them are looking pretty rough. There are 2 that are untouched.
Right now, my end goal then is just to kind of break up this fight, get it done with without any fatalities. Since this is kind of my main point of focus right now, I'm a little distracted. So I kind of get a bit closer to the other gal. I kind of look at her. I'm like, "To the KO?" Question mark.
And she looks at you with a smile. Until they're all asleep. As she brings her fist down and knocks one of the guys out.
Nothing more? If so, I'm in on your end. Or on your side.
Get that one! And she gestures to the one who had swung at you.
Seems fair. Swung at me. Alright. So I'll go after the one guy who had initially swung at
Entertain
me.
him so he doesn't look for me.
So I'll take a. What do I have? An unarmed strike at him.
Sounds good.
You can make it too.
Let me go grab that. Okay, I rolled my d6, right? That's for attack.
You need to roll to hit
D6.
first.
You need to roll the d20, add your dexterity and proficiency. So add 6 to your d20.
Okay, so 14.
14 does hit.
Okay, cool. And I rolled a 3.
1d6 plus
You roll a
4.
3 plus 4, so that'll be 7 bludgeoning damage. As this guy who's looking for the halfling looks directly in your eyes as you bring your nose, and there's an explosion of blood as you frankly obliterate his nose with a well-placed fist. As he staggers back, barely conscious.
You can make another attack with as a bonus action.
Yeah, I will, because, well, we're going to the KO. So, I just rolled I just
Oh,
rolled another
non-lethally?
3. So, like, is that just gonna... Yeah. Oh, d20. Shoot. 12 plus...
12 plus 6 is
So-
an 18.
18.
So this now, since this second unarmed strike, you don't add your bonus on, so it is just 3. But that is enough.
Yes, sir.
As you
What do you mean,
punch
huh?
him in the face and then you swing and kick him, you send this man rolling through tables and chairs as he's flat out unconscious.
I mean, he doesn't get to add the modifiers.
For the unarmed strike, she doesn't. Wait, no. Is that the new? Has that changed with the new monk class?
Monks get to, it seems, even in regular 2014, monks get to add their,
I thought they got that as a later feature. All right, in that case, well,
you're thinking of offhand attack, where you do not add your score modifier.
You are correct. I don't believe these guys very much. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Resident monk specialist. You know it.
Yes, I am not a monk specialist, so hey, there we go. All right.
That guy is destroyed.
That just makes it even more effective as you absolutely knock this guy into next week with your action and bonus action. There you go. You've got 2 of the 5 humans down.
Okay, reaction. Yeah, that's my ladies! And I grab since the people besides the guy that I'm betting against left, I'm gonna grab one of the drinks that they were from one of the people that left, and I'm gonna take a swig at it.
Sounds good.
What did I drink?
What did you drink? Roll me a d4.
A 4.
Water. You take the swig, and it's just filthy water.
I take a gulp, and then I look at the fucking tanker with disdain.
All right. So now, Volker.
I'm entertained. For the sake of, the person that was pursuing me is, fucking unconscious. And it would be unprofessional to participate in the bet that I'm betting. So, for the sake of doing an action, in the case that the action that I'm preparing is if the troll decides to, do a ruckus, I'm dodging.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm watching the brawl happen.
Effectively the dodge action. Okay. The gentleman next to you, as he takes a swig of his own tea, looks at you. It's not too late to back out, is it now? But as he says this, Grimgarm, Durnan, all of you see the green scaly hand begin to reach out of the well and grip onto the side. At the same time, these flying creatures that have been clouding around this troll escape out. They're just engorged with blood, some of them even more so, but they escape as well. But the troll appears, some prepared actions can go off. Grimgarm, give me an attack roll.
I would assume they're flanking, right?
Ah, crap.
Yep. What do you get?
What am I plus? Okay, +6, so 11. Not terrible.
Remember that you have a
Not
+2
great.
and a bardic inspiration.
So
Ooh.
with a +2, that's 13. I will allow this. A 13 doesn't hit, so if you do want to roll that bardic inspiration, you
Is the
may.
bardic inspiration the D6?
The 1d6.
It is,
Yep.
yes.
Oh, we'll do it. 5, so 18.
You hit
Yeah,
this
baby.
troll. Yes.
Yeah.
And let's see, longsword one-handed. It's a D8.
On
Oh,
the
that
8 plus
sucks.
4.
5 damage.
Do better.
5 damage. Okay. You both slash into this troll, taking hefty chunks out of its arm and its shoulder as it reaches up and arrives outside of the well. As Durnan looks up at this troll, it is looking drained of blood. As these, for those who are, these are sturges, which are basically mosquito monsters. As the sturges have drained quite a bit from the troll. However, you were close enough to watch it as it stands up tall. You see where Durnan had slashed into it, the flesh begin to crawl towards itself and begin to heal the wound that had just been dealt to it.
Oh,
as it
fucking
roars loud, and then it reaches out and tries to bite the one who took a heftier chunk, which is Durnan. Lucky you. As it goes to bite and claw against it, and it's going to use one of its claw attacks against you, Grimgar. Both of its attacks hit Durnan, and then for you, okay. Does a 26 hit you, sir?
Hang on, let me, look at my armor class really quick. Yeah, just barely.
Just barely?
Just barely, yeah.
Excellent.
darn.
All right. This is going to be a hefty hit, sir. I hate to tell you, okay? 9 slashing damage just right off the bat. As it rakes its claws across you, sends you skidding back before it. But as you can see that the claw against you was more so to get you out of the way as it focuses on Durnan, who's standing there, heavy giant sword ready, having the blows he took not showing nearly as bad upon him as they do upon you. And along at the troll's turn, there are 3 Sturges that also appear, and they go after other people that are away from the troll. So, at this point, we've got 3 humans, an orc, that's 4, plus 3 other players. So that's 7. I'm going to roll a d8. You guys, let's see. The 3 humans are 1, 2, 3. The orc is 4.
7.
Because Morgoth at the moment is close to the troll. So, oh no, there's 8 with the human next to you there, Volker. All right. One of the Sturges. Sturges alights onto one of the humans as he begins screaming as the Sturge goes to drink his blood, and it's going to make a blood drain attack against this guy. That hits. Ooh. This could be bad as he gets attached. As one of the humans that is next to you, Kia, you see this big bat with a mosquito mouth pierce into his side, and it begins drinking blood. You can see him become gaunt from your eyes as he screams. He's still alive, but barely breathing. The next Sturge goes after the half-orc. Let's see. The half-orc, does hit. The half-orc takes 4 damage as it begins drinking her blood. She's looking like she's barely standing. And then the last Sturge goes after... Wow, you guys are lucky. Goes
Keep
after
in mind that there is
really?
an
I'm
unconscious
lucky?
person.
Well, that's good to know.
There's a what person?
There's an unconscious person that go, kick into the other dimension
That
for
is
those
true. That
for
is
those roly
very
polies to
true.
drink blood from.
I will keep that in mind for next turn as the final Sturge goes after the original human who's on the ground as it alights on his face. And you can see it get into its neck as he falls onto the ground. Immediately it's out. Now, that's the NPCs for you. I guess I have to do the humans now. As the humans begin fighting against these Sturges, as well as the half-orc, she swats at this guy, at the Sturge itself, as she smashes it. It dies. And the other 2 humans with Bane are going to try to attack. No, one of them, because the other guy's dead. With Bane brings that down. He just barely hits the Sturge, which means that he does kill it. So the second Sturge is dead. There's one more Sturge that is drinking blood from the dead guy. Next up, Espen. You see all of this happen. All of this has started to happen. What do you do, sir?
Seeing all of that going on, he's still going to focus on the troll at this point, since it's out of the hole. He's going to use Vicious Mockery on it. We'll see how well this goes. It will be a Wisdom save DC 14.
Wisdom save. Would you believe that trolls themselves aren't the most wise? So,
I hope not.
with a save, was it a 14? I just rolled a 16.
14.
So 16 minus 1 is a 15. So unfortunately, you go to yell out this mockery, but you get drowned out by a scream of a human with his life blood being drained out from him. So unfortunately, yeah, that's what we got.
Okay, well, I'm going to use another Bardic Inspiration. We're going to use it on the half-orc at this point.
Okay,
Hell yeah,
sounds good.
man. For his death saving throw.
Oh, that's true. I should probably... Yeah, you're right. I'll be giving it to our Goliath friend again.
Okay.
It seemed to work last time, so...
Yes. So at this point, your bonus action, there's your turn. You're staying out of the attention of the troll and the surges.
Yeah, I think at this point, if there's any like nook or cranny he can kind of like weasel himself into, he'll try to do that.
Yes. So at this point, Grimgarm, it is you and Durnan. You see Durnan with the speed of an experienced swordsman make 4 quick attacks against the troll.
damn.
As he brings his sword to bear on this guy. And with that, you can see he takes out chunks from this troll as the troll falls down to one knee, but is still standing. What do you do?
Hang on. I'm reading.
Whoa, you can do that? I
know,
can't.
It's amazing.
You're a wizard that can't read?
What does lay on hands do?
Lay on hands.
As a bonus action, you can spend
I can.
your...
But what do I cast?
It's not a
It's not a cast.
Yeah. So that is a special pool of healing that, using that bonus action, you can just heal.
As a bonus action, you can use 1 times... your
Restoring
level
number of
times
hit-
5.
Okay. So, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Lay on Hands.
Okay.
Which is going to give me 5 hit points.
Correct.
Thank fuck they make it a bonus action. I hate paladins. Well, all paladins.
And
Correction.
then now I'm going to. Frick, I should have taken advantage of not having having spells not prepared.
Tell you.
Yeah, because I cast I don't know. One of these smite things does fire damage, I think.
You require a bonus action to prep it up.
Steering smite, that's right. I used a bonus action. I am going to run back and take another swipe at the troll.
Okay.
I have Bardic Inspiration again, right?
Yes, you do.
You don't have to
Okay,
use
I
it
need
unless you want to, though.
Yeah, nat 1. I think we're probably not going to use it.
Probably not.
Yeah, you don't want to use it. You go to swing your sword, and turns out you're in a tavern. You're in a building, and you swing it high overhead, and your sword suddenly stops as it hits one of the beams holding the ceiling up ahead. And you are not able to bring your sword to bear on this thing.
Classic.
Which might help you, as you didn't get its attention either. Kia, you're up. There are 2 humans remaining. 2 humans thugs.
Lock in. Cash in. How many bloodsuckers, though?
There's one more bloodsucker.
How far away am I from that bloodsucker thing?
You are easily within walking distance to reach the bloodsucker thing.
Damn it! Eyes on the prize. Don't get it twisted.
Is she the half orc? Is she still standing? I forget.
She's barely standing.
Okay.
Like on a scale of like 1 to 50, she's at 8.
What do those
You said
numbers
there's 2
mean?
humans left.
2
Are
more
they
left,
in
yes.
fairly good shape, or?
Yes, they are.
I kind of look at the bloodsucker, then I look at the 2 humans, look back at the bloodsucker. I go, well, I joined the fight, might as well finish it. So, I go after the human closest to me with an unarmed strike.
Henry Cavill, just prepare your arms.
Let's see. 8 plus 6, 14.
14 hits.
That was a 2 plus 4, so that's a 6.
All right, so your fist hit him in the stomach. He doubles over as you get a solid hit on him.
I'm gonna go for my extra unarmed strike just to see if I can take at least one more out. That was 15 plus 6, 19.
19 hits.
And then that's a 2. And you said I don't get to add?
You do. Yes, you do.
I do.
As a monk, I got mixed up with a different
bonus action.
bonus action. Yes. So another
Cool.
2 with 6. Yeah, these guys, they don't have a lot of hit points to you. You brought your fist down. He doubles over as you bring your knee up and just crack him across the face, send him backwards as he falls on the ground with stars in his eyes. You knock down. There's 1 human against, well, the 2 of you now. But that was your action and bonus action. Next up,
Wait, who did she attack? Sorry.
she attacked one of the other humans.
Yes, money.
Vol, what do you do?
How far away is the troll?
The troll, he is within 30 feet.
Excellent. I'm just going to annihilate this little stupid thing. I could have been more efficient and used my ult to give the helping action, but last turn I was too preoccupied betting. Right, so let me read the spell real quick. What the guy sitting next to me looks is as I'm rummaging through some of the stuff that I have on my backpack, and I reach out for like a. Actually, no, never mind. I still have my quarterstaff. I reach for my quarterstaff, and I essentially hoist it so it's pointing it at the troll while I'm still, sitting. I assume it's like a bar stool.
Yep.
And I'm sitting with like a leg cross in between, almost Indian style, but like with a leg underneath one the other as I'm sitting.
Yep.
And I hoist the quarterstaff that I have, and I pointed it at the troll as I cast a witch bolt at it.
Witch bolt. Okay. Roll to hit.
Bam. 14, not enough. Oh well.
It is just under. Yes. As you
I don't think
cast
I
this
get any
bolt-
bonus.
No, not. Unfortunately, not. And you can't silvery barbs yourself, I don't think. So.
Nope, if I silver bars, I have to take the lowest, so...
That's right. So you cast this witch bolt, you send this magical electrical bolt towards the troll, and it dashes it away as it flails its arms as everybody who's looking at the troll. Yes?
Unfortunately for it, as it swats it away, it doesn't take damage, but the tether still connects. So, he's not gonna have fun next turn.
As it looks at you.
Great!
It stands up, you can see its wounds beginning to heal. Durnan, standing before it, yells at everybody, "We'll bring it down! Somebody douse it with lantern oil and light it on fire!" But the troll is going to bring its attention upon Durnan, the one who has caused so much pain, with 3 attacks, 2 claws, and a bite. That's a natural 20.
Wait, what is happening? Who's getting hit?
The troll's attacking Durnan, right?
Durnan has a lot of health. The barkeep.
I believe in
Durnan
him.
takes. That's good that you believe in him. Durnan gets hit all 3 times. Yes, he does. He gets hit all 3 times.
Oh my god, no!
One of them natural 20. And so that means there's that one. 7, 18 plus oofta. 16. He takes 38 damage right there.
That would have killed me 2 times over.
And that's why Durnan is in this encounter. Next up, Espen. No, not quite yet. I need to add the folks. Yagra, the half orc, she's killed the Sturge. She's gonna go over to the final human. She is only focused on this guy. Whiffs with her first attack. Natural 20 with the second one. Just swings the fist around, narrowly missing the guy's nose as he says, and then she brings both arms down on either side of his head, on his shoulders, and just pile drives him into the ground. As she stands there, breath heaving, she looks at the troll. When did that get here? But that was her turn. So, Espen, you're up.
Completely tunnel vision. I like this woman. I hope she survives.
Okay, so where I'm at, is the bar close by? Because Esmond will probably try to jump over the bar real quick.
Absolutely.
And then he'll look over at the troll again. I'll try it one more time. He'll vicious mockery one more time.
All right.
At the troll.
Wisdom save, DC 14.
DC 14.
That's a natural 1 this time. What do you say to this troll? Gotta get some insults there, man.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not good at this yet. I haven't done this.
Call
in
him
long
a
time.
poopy hair.
Your mother was an elf.
I've heard of weight loss ideas, but this is a bit much, don't you think?
It holds onto its head, not understanding why it hurts, but it does anyway. As it takes 4 psychic damage. Okay.
And it has
It's still-
disadvantage on next attack or saving throw.
Ooh, good. Good to know. Okay. Would you like to do anything else with your turn, sir?
Just duck.
Just duck.
Get in.
Okay.
Getting a bonus
Grimgar.
action inspo.
Durnan, you see Durnan make his attacks against this guy, against the troll, and it cuts it down as the troll lies on the ground, bleeding out. You can see its eyes roll into the back of its head as Durnan holds its sword over the troll's neck as he looks at you and says, "Get fire! Troll won't die unless we douse it with fire!"
How is this place lit? Are there torches, lanterns, what?
There are candles on the tables, but there are lanterns on the walls, and the lanterns have lantern oil.
How far away from
Not more.
the lanterns am I?
You are 20 feet away from the lanterns.
I run to the wall, grab a lantern, run back as close as I can, so it would put me
Feet away.
5 feet further away from where I am, and then I would throw the lantern at the troll on the ground. If I can do
Alright.
all of that in a turn.
You may roll me an attack roll. I will allow you to add your dex and I will allow you to roll proficiency with this.
And you still have a bardic inspiration.
That's right.
So so it's a dex roll,
Add dex and proficiency.
dex and proficiency. Okay. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Nat 1.
Oh no!
So that's going to be a total of 4.
You know what? You were never much of a sports player. You didn't throw the ball around too much. You were too focused on more physical activities. So you go to toss this lantern and you just chuck it, and it flies straight past the troll, narrowly missing Durnan. As he swings his head, looks at you. What was that? So unfortunately, that was your turn. Kia, what do you do?
I want to cry.
So there's no humans left, and there's none of those bloodsuckers left, right?
Correct.
Is there anybody left for me to fight
Troll.
or punch?
The troll. You come into knowledge. You see a lantern fly, coat one of the tables, light it on fire. As Durnan says, "What'd you do that for? Coat it with fire. Don't miss it." So you get the idea that this troll can only die one way.
And coated in fire, is what I heard.
Yes. And there are more lanterns upon the walls. You're closer to a wall this time.
And are these, you said these are oil lanterns?
Yes.
Cool. Can I run over and grab a lantern?
Absolutely.
Alright, I grab a lantern off the wall and kind of look between me and the giant troll and guesstimate the distance. Can I?
You can absolutely toss that lantern.
Well, kind of
Yeah,
wind up my arm and start kind of swinging it on its chain in a circle and just kind of chuck that thing at the troll with all my might.
Let's go
Oh,
add that dex
please.
and proficiency.
The dex.
Dex and proficiency. Count this as a simple
Very-
weapon.
Come on, it's just not another one, please.
It was an 8 plus 4, so 12. And then
Plus-
proficiency bonus,
Yes.
So that'd be a plus 2 on top of that.
so 14.
God
You-
damn it.
You narrowly miss the troll. The lantern shatters right next to the troll. And you can see the oil lights on fire. There's flames right next to it. as that was your action, and you're too far away to use a bonus action. So at this point, Volker, you're last up before the troll's turn.
All right. Well, first I grab the 2 gold pieces from
The man who's sobbing.
understandable. I'm gonna reach out for my bag. I'm gonna grab the lamp that I have, and I'm going to uncork. Are those things corkable? Remove the bottom part that it will have the compartment for it.
Okay.
As an action, I'm going to throw that shit at him.
Okay. You know the drill.
I would like to have my owl give me the help action as I send it to swoop at it.
Of course.
Could I get advantage from that?
Yes, with your owl's help, yes, you may.
Yes, sir. It's a dexterity. I assume that I can do it with dexterity, or does it have to be strength? It's a thrown attack, so it should be dexterity, I think. Let me roll /R to the 20 KH1 plus 2. Plus 2 from proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fucking cry!
This troll is surrounded by fire. But not on fire itself. As you toss this lantern, you mark that off your character sheet as it shatters.
I have so much oil.
As the troll...
Bonus action,
Yes.
Witch Bolt Petter. I'm gonna fucking kill myself, man. I'm running at the fucking troll so it bites my head off. Oh well.
The bonus action, you send this bolt into its dead body, but then all of you watch as the flames licking around it as it stands, its wounds stitching, and you see fear in its eyes and hatred as it can't move. All it can do is lash out at the closest person, Durnan, who looks at this point half health.
I imagine the fucking troll is like a Venn diagram, and the guy's in the middle of 3 flames that are not touching him.
Yes. It rails at Durnan, but with it fear in its eyes, and misses 2 of its attacks.
I remember advantage from Vicious Mockery.
Oh, that's right. It misses. Well, no, that was a nat 20, so it only hits 1 attack. So
this fucking crit machine. I hope he doesn't ever touch me.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely. I am rolling a lot of crits today. Hopefully, that's all I roll. Espen, I will allow you. Oh, your turn. I mean, at this point, what would you do? You see fire licking up around this area. The troll standing amongst the flames. Smoke is rising from whatever substance is on the floor that's being burned up.
Okay, so is anything like loose on the ground that's on fire?
There is a table and chairs on fire from the lantern that was tossed by the paladin.
Okay.
Give me one moment. Let me just
grab the fucking chair and swing at him.
Yeah, that might be what he'll have to do.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, okay?
Even better, I'm going to cast Unseen Servant and have him do it for me.
Oh my god!
No way!
Just have the Unseen Servant ram right into the troll with a flaming chair.
I will. Okay, in that case, Oh man,
It's
just
the
walks
halfling
into
from the ropes with a flaming chair.
I am
Yes.
a big fan that you took that spell.
You know, this is so cool. I love this. You guys see a chair start floating, a burning chair start floating as it just runs. It bobs up and down at a high speed toward. Okay, kind of high speed towards the troll as it slams into the troll. With the fire and its fear, I'm going to give the troll a dexterity save because just the chair hitting it with fire, it might hurt a little bit, but truly the danger is the fire around it, and I'm going to give it a dexterity saving throw to stay upright. The dex save is going to be a DC 12. It only gets a +1, so I'm going to roll this in front of the table. 1d20
I believe in this fucking champion.
Okay,
Here comes
let's
a
see
13.
if the troll stays upright.
No!
The troll gets knocked back into the fire as it steps back in fear, trips over something on the ground. Nobody's sure, but it falls into the flames behind it, and you hear it scream. Technically, it's still alive.
Hey, but that shit is prone and on fire.
Exactly. At point Grimgarm, the troll's right beneath you. What do you do?
This is,
I put
in
my
the end
sword
talk,
to his
a
head.
handout. Do something, you stupid fucks.
I put my sword through its head. We'll try a different D20, see if it gets me something better here.
Roll at advantage, man. It's prone,
no,
though.
that's on the floor. Oh, I rolled advantage. Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's prone.
So I roll. Wait, does that mean I roll 2?
2 and take
Yes,
the
sir.
higher.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And you still have the bardic inspiration.
And you still
Yep.
have the flanking bonus.
Wow, that actually sucks. Let's see.
Can please.
8. But if I add a 6, then bardic inspiration is a D6.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you're at 14. Literally, you do hit.
9. Oh, sorry, that's a 6, not a 9. I rolled a 9 on a D6. Suck that.
Wow.
So that's a 12. That's a 20 to hit.
Hallelujah.
With- You bring your sword down and decapitate this troll. And quiet comes to the tavern as the troll lies headless and its flesh burning, unable to recharge. To dirt. Dead sturges around, men unconscious. You all kind of take a quick beat of a breath. And then Durnan lowers his sword, looks at all of you at this point. So he says, "Well fought. Well fought." His statement is quickly overstated as you all hear from the corner clapping. Well done! You be great warriors and adventurers, am I right? As a lavishly dressed man steps forward, pushing through the patrons who are hiding around the sides of the tavern to look at all of you. As Durnan steps away, as he raises his hands, "Well fought! That was magnificent! Let me buy you a drink. How does that sound?"
As long as it's not water, and I would like to get up and begin to, trying to extinguish the flame with prestidigitation.
Absolutely, you can do that. What? How else do you? The rest of you respond.
I might
as
put the
the
blood off
news-
my neck.
Go for it. Sorry.
Oh, all good. I kind of just wipe the blood off my knuckles and go, sure. Strongest thing you got. And then maybe
Make
a
it
little
double
extra
for me.
for my knuckles.
Sounds good.
What was the innkeep's name again?
Durnan.
Durnan. I would go up to Durnan and start trying to kind of like brokenly and poorly apologize and explain for my poor throwing performance.
Durnan puts a hand on your shoulder. Young man, we all have gifts in this world. Yours isn't throwing. Stick to the sword. As he hoists the sword onto his shoulder, and before we go, but truly, you stood up to something that would eat you. Well done. And then he turns around, heads back to the bar, puts his sword down, and starts putting out fires. But the lavishly dressed man comes up to the bar. He says, Durnan! Looks like we want 2 vodkas. He looks at Espen. What can I purchase you, sir?
Yeah, give me the strong stuff too.
Vodkas? He's going to look over at you. What can I get you? What can I purchase for you, sir?
Whiskey.
And a whiskey. Please, to my table. All 4 of you. You were so magnificent. So well. That was wonderful. I could use your help, actually. Come to this table to talk, shall we?
Before
After I'm
Esben
done
does,
beating the... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say before Esben goes to the table, we'll definitely pick up the idol that he had to like leave on the ground, and we'll slowly drag it across the entire bar to get to the table.
I don't want to strong arm you to go into the table, Grimgarm, but do you follow?
Yes.
Okay. Kia?
Yep, I follow as well to join them at the
Excellent.
table.
Outstanding.
I shall be joining after I'm done beating
fires
the
are-
fire. Then I'm there.
Sounds good. Thank you. The fires are put out, and the rest of the patrons seem to very quickly return to their normal boisterous level. A couple of the bards start playing music again, trying to get revelry back, as this might not be an uncommon occurrence. However, the figure who had approached you strokes his mustache and adjusts his floppy hat and tightens his scarf as the drinks are served to
What
the
did you
4
say?
of you. What did I say?
Yeah, I don't know, man. You said floppy. I don't know, man.
Oh, he adjusts
Just a
his
different word.
his floppy hat. Yes.
Okay.
Tightens his scarf as he says, Volothamp Gidam, chronicler, wizard, and celebrity at your service. I trust you've noted the violence in our fair city these past 10 days. And he says this, and you all have been here the last, these past 10 days, as he says, and there has been an uptick of gang warfare. But he continues. I haven't seen so much blood since my last visit to Baldur's Gate. But now I fear I have misplaced a friend amid this odious malevolence. My friend's name is Floon Blagmar. He's got more beauty than brains, and I worry he took a bad way home a couple of nights ago and was kidnapped. Or worse. Please, I beg of your help. Would you rescue him? I can offer you 10 dragons apiece now. Now, this is for all of your information. In Waterdeep, gold pieces are often referred to as dragons.
Yes, sir. Aware of
Yes. I can
I have
offer
a-
you... Yes, I'll finish the statement. I just had to give that little piece in. I can offer you 10 dragons apiece now, and I can give you each of you 10 times that when you find Floon. May I prevail upon you in my hour of need.
Now, is my question. This person mentioned that he is a wizard and a famous one at so. Would I have heard of him during my studies in the Mage Tower?
Yes. You would have heard of Volothem Gedarm, because he is known to most Waterdavians as a braggart and a notorious embellisher of facts.
What is the public opinion of this person?
What is the what of being this person?
I don't know if it's the word is public or like, the general opinion, like, when they talk to him, it's like, oh, this scumbag, or like, oh, this benevolent person, or this trickster, or like,
He's what's commonly known about him is he is well known and he has accomplishments, but he definitely embellishes those accomplishments, and whatever fish he might have caught, it's definitely 6 inches longer than what it actually was.
6 inches. Okay, yes. Don't worry.
So
I would respond to him and say anything to help someone in need.
Oh, excellent, sir! As he goes to reach to shake your hand, he has a pouch in his hand. And as he shakes your hand, you could feel the familiar feeling of coins. Please take this. I appreciate your help, sir.
I am not opposed to helping somebody in need.
Take the bag.
What would we do if we were to find said person? Am I muted?
No, I hear you.
I would provide all.
Yeah.
There
we go. Back.
I think the DM died.
Yeah.
Back. Hi. Can you hear me?
Oh, welcome back.
That is wild. I don't know what's going on, man. Espen, how do you respond?
Well, I don't think we could hear what you said after.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, like you cut out like right at the beginning of your last statement.
Crap. Okay. Well, that's my computer. Come on, dirt.
Computer.
My computer.
I blame the recording bot.
My computer's truly a potato. You're fine. I will keep on talking until you guys tell me I sound good. Yada yada do.
You sound good now.
Oh, great.
But back then you cut out of nowhere.
Oh, okay. Esben, how do you respond to the offer, to the request from this Mr. Volothamp?
I mean, if you're paying, I'll definitely do it.
I would. Yes, I'm absolutely paying. And Kia, how do you respond?
I kind of look the guy up and down and go, yeah, sure. Could use a few extra gold in the pocket.
Excellent, excellent. You will give all Peggle.
Oh no.
As what? As he says,
you're kind of going in and out a little bit, just so you're aware.
No. All right, here. Just a second. I'm gonna do a thing.
You seem fine now. I don't know what it is.
It's gotta be. My Wi-Fi's been hit or miss recently, so
there are some dark jujus going.
My quality will be different, but this should be more consistent.
It's barely the difference is barely noticeable. I know that you're on your phone now. Huh?
I am on my phone now, yes. All right. So, as Volothamp gives you the gold, the 10 gold each, he says, Thank you so much. I will give you all information I know about Flume.
I asked him a question. I do not know if you were able to hear it when I asked it or not. The question that I was, what are we, I do not mind helping a person in need, but what will we do, what should we do once we find this person if we do so? What would it happen if we don't find them?
Oh, if you find him, bring him to me, please. If you don't find him, keep the gold that I've given you, but go about your merry ways then. But I trust that you are incentivized by much more if you do find him, yes?
We will certainly do our best to try and find your friend.
Excellent. I appreciate that. He's a handsome man. He's got wavy red blonde hair, and if I remember correctly, he was wearing quite the princely garb when I last saw him. He had lots of silver thrills and blue thread. He looked so amazing. But the
What
last
is
time,
he?
what is he? He's human.
I see. You can see it's like Volker is, trying to write down as many details from his. There's like a very big book that he's carrying. It's like scrolling in it by the end side of it, and on the other side of the the back side of the pages is writing like the descriptions like princely dressed, human male, writing down the description of it.
I see. The last I saw him, he and I were drinking and merrymaking at the Skewered Dragon. It's a tavern in the Dark Ward. I suggest that you start your search there.
Sounds about right, but
any questions?
Anything that we could tell them to know that you brought us to him?
Just say you met Volo. He'll know who I am. We had such a grand time that night.
And where exactly would you be after?
I would stay here at the Yawning Portal. I have a room here, and I will be spending the majority of my time here writing my book.
Mr. DM.
Yes.
As far as wizardry spells, how, as I mentioned, it's like my character barely started into the arcane magics.
Yes.
But would the knowledge of the spell locate person be a thing that he knows about? Not that he knows, not the existence of that spell.
So, would you know that spell exists?
Yes, that's what I'm asking. I can roll an Arcana if you want me to.
Give me, Arcana or History.
I'm equally on those. So I'm going to try Arcana. Nice.
Okay. You are aware that there are more powerful magics that can be used to locate such creatures. They are able to locate people, yes.
I am curious, Mr. Bolo. I have heard of some of your prowess and abilities as a mage. Wouldn't you be able to, cast spells that could find your friend in need?
There might have been a time when I could, but at the moment, I can't.
Can't?
Can't. Yes, the spell book that I had access, that I had spells of that power, I lost in a gambling game, unfortunately.
That's terrible. I write down.
know.
I hope I can find it. Well, sir,
I must say, time is of the essence. I haven't seen him in 2 days. There could be any number of things that could have happened to him. I plead, I beg of you, please, hurry.
All right, let me just roll this real quick. Where the fuck is that skill?
Well, while you're rolling that, does anybody else want to say anything or do anything? I don't want to pressure you, just curious if anybody else wanted to get a word in.
God damn it. Okay.
I don't think so.
The purpose of this insight is to see if this person is just like pranking us. I'm not immediately jumping for a malicious intent in the sense of, like trying to rob us or anything, but it's like he sounds too whimsical. So he's trying to see if he's like trying to skank us.
Gotcha.
At this point, Espen's not really paying too much attention. He's actually eyeing his idol to see, like, try to gauge how much money it might be worth.
It definitely got knocked down a rung when it lost that arm, but you could probably make it pretty penny.
Oh no.
Yep. And Kia,
Hey,
was there anything?
Worst come to worst, you can say that you found it that way. Or maybe that's how it looks like originally.
Yeah, who knows?
Lots after your question to me.
If there was anything if there was anything you wanted to do or stay, this is the opportunity. That's all.
Not for Kia. She just kind of is watching.
Sounds good. In that case, as Volo smiles at you all, he looks very thankful. Very thankful and relieved. And with that insight check, as you're trying to read him, you can pick up that he's relieved he doesn't have to go.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, if you have money to spare, like, 500, 400 gold like that,
Yep.
Yeah, money is, your time is more important than money at that point.
Indeed.
So, I understand. Well, assuming everybody's on board, then it would be better for us to hurry and see if we can find them.
Yes. Absolutely do that. And the Skewer Dragon, and that's in the Dark Ward. It's a little bit of a not as nice a place as the Awning Portal, but I'm sure you'll find your way.
Where exactly are we in? What district are we in?
I will get that answer to you. It is the Yawning Portal is in Waterdeep's Castle Ward.
Right.
Yep.
And where is the last whereabout of our new friend?
the Skewer Dragon in the Dock Ward. I will work on getting you guys a map so that I can give a little bit more illustration for you guys.
I can.
However,
I don't know where to point it out, but here's the one that I'm using myself. This is pretty big map and pretty handy.
Yes, it is. I'll get it on to Roll20. However, as you all finish your alcohols, you stand up. Prepare to do what you may. We will end the session there. As well done, you escaped Troll. 2 of you have some magic scrolls to investigate. One of you has an expensive idol, and the other a nice dagger. But we'll pick up next time.
More like a lot of hit points to get back.
Yes, you do. That was a tough hit.
I got freaking used as a nail by that troll.
It was a
19. Hey, listen.
So
hey,
close
listen.
to 20. Trust me,
listen,
you'd be so dead.
You almost have twice as much HP as I have. I'm working with a D6 plus 2, man. That crit would have killed me 3 times over from full HP. And I don't mean, unconscious, just not straight up dead. So, I was playing it cool, but